Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, well as you know, Boise State has played at Oregon before, but people love this matchup. It is so regional, it's becoming a little mini rivalry as Boise State gives Oregon one of their toughest non-conference games of the year, each and every year. Cannot wait to see this one kick off here in Oregon. The fans are excited. Cannot wait to welcome in Boise State. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Boise State Broncos offense will start this game off with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like...
Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air, it's Madsen. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. He was... for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Riley. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Oregon's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. Offense in a bunch formation. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go play action with Moore. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore. That's caught. It's Bear. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. A strike downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They go right back to him. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to change this route. Dante Moore. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had...
Maybe a crease. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Moore to the air. Oh, he wants it all. Rips it inside the 15. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's 4. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's got 42 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run play action. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to run it in, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos!
Get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Hill. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Ducks are marching down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be? Maybe some room here.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year.
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Using his legs, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Moore. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Quick step and go. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dante Moore was to throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Unloads to the right. This time it's complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dante Moore. Got it.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this up.
Caught.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Moore to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Goff. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Riley. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tulsa taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Golden Hurricane looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Coming out with it, it's Bear. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hill.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the 1st down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. There's a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Gaines. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Firing deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job of gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Gaines. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he lays out and snags it down the left side. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The corners are walked up tight. Second down, he'll throw it. On the move, he fires. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. This is a developing story down here on the sideline right now. With this big lead, the coaches are going to the backup quarterback, and they say he has earned this opportunity. He is a team-first guy, ready when his number is called, and he is proving that he's someone they can count on. The big lead's going to get him more reps, and the coaches are vibing off of that. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and
makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got the tight end. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line.
Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Gaines. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. It has been all positive so far in this early season game. You know there was a lot of preseason hype, and the Heisman conversation has already started. But what's more important is this quarterback's performance has lived up to that hype. He's gotten off to a good start, and the conversation is only going to get more heated and more electric from here because he is leading his team here down the stretch in a really positive way to kick off the season. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it again. Could be an alley. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Delayed handoff. It's Goff. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense is...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Nestles it in at the 35. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Raiola. He lets one fly deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.